Hello and welcome to more Dark Souls 2 with me, Oni Black Mage. It's been a while. I've been doing a lot of grinding of certain areas of really good enemies and getting my strength up to 20 to start wearing pieces of Havel's armor, which is a lot better than what I'm wearing. Again, my preferred mage route is wearing kind of like a Mage Knight archetype, where I'm in like a heavy armored mage that can still fight a little bit of melee, but still mainly focuses on magic. So a little bit more durability, not quite a glass cannon, though I still do rely mostly on agility versus just blocking with shields. And I have basically two paths forward at this point. I can go back to the Iron Keep, which I do have fire resistance now, and I should be able to handle things a lot better. But what I want to do is go back over here, where I unpetrified Rosabeth, and try this area one more time. Now, I talked to this guy with the blue sword here, once you depetrify Rosabeth, and he says, you know, good job, and I'll see you later, and he just disappears. And there are doors up top, which house, like, all these doors house these poison guys. They have big poisonous clubs and these giant sagging bellies and everything like that. They're weak, but they come at you really quickly and they poison you, so what I'm doing is trying to eliminate what I can, because when I open this door, it's going to lock me in the room, and a bunch of them are going to start flooding out. And I could probably break down the door, maybe, and if it's possible, maybe snipe them from here. But it might be a little difficult from this angle, so we're gonna see how far we can get. So I don't know exactly how many bolts it's gonna take to break down this door. Surprised that I already took 3. Which isn't cool in my opinion. I thought knocking on it would at least get them to come out, so maybe I should just pull it and hope for the best. It's a shame there's no way up there, though. Alright, so it took 4 Great Soul Arrows to break down that door. I don't know if 4 was the needed necessary amount, or if there was HP that I actually had to break. Okay, that's a really hard shot. I can't... Well, I could potentially headshot him from over here, but that's just difficult. I wish there was a way just to lure him down. I'm just going to pull it and try to do my best. Alright, so he immediately comes down. I'm immediately surrounded. I need to watch my poison levels. So I got one of them already. Got 2 of them. Just need to get... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot there was a giant lizard on the other side. I'm poisoned. Darn. Let me get my poison out. No. I was slow. And that crazy giant bug-eyed frog or whatever. I don't know exactly what that thing does. But that's just me not being prepared. I didn't get my poison out fast enough. I should have taken it as soon as I was poisoned. Alright, so that's a great beginning. I'll have to do it again. I'm using a longsword right now, or I think maybe it's a broadsword actually, as my backup weapon. Obviously it deals a lot more damage than my dagger, has better reach, and it's just, you know, a better backup weapon overall. And something that deals good damage while at the same time not having huge requirements for strength or anything like that. So it's a good upgrade for anybody who is already, for me personally, upgrading my strength to wear Havel's armor. As well as put a little more oomph in behind my melee swings. Because poking things with a dagger was not getting the job done. Times like this sure would be handy to have a friend come by and do co-op, but like I said, we're doing this solo. He always usually breaks out on his own. So they're very susceptible to fire, which is good. And a quick swing. Alright, so he took this crit, which is good. So if I can just slash him with fire and hit him with my sword, this should be pretty good. Kind of where fire would burn the door down. There's some things that make sense when they come in the area. I'm just wasting. All these shots are terrible. Nope, the door doesn't really burn. I already wasted like 5 orbs trying to hit that. Let me try one more time. Alright, so the fire actually did do a little bit better damage against the door than a soul arrow did. Let me see if I can headshot him at least. I don't think it's gonna work out. Alright, let's just, I'm gonna try to catch him with fire orbs. Just try to hit them all as soon as they come down. Oh, come on, really? I hit none of them? Alright, well that at least did a little bit better. Alright, so you're dead. Now let's see how strong you are. Oh, you're weak! Those frogs are incredibly weak. They took 1 shot. They probably deal a boatload of fire damage or something like that, though. Alright, so survive that first ambush. Alright, now we're in a new stone area. Is this another ambush room, really? Oh, bonfire. Fantastic. I am actually going to recharge right now, since there's no reason not to. Alright, chest. No hidden doors anywhere? Okay, good. Alright, fantastic. I should probably go back in, to Majula and get that upgraded, but I'm going to wait a little bit. I should probably be able to jump this, I think. There's got to be stuff behind those doors. Perfect. Alright, there's an enemy, no big deal. I'll try to save my spells and slash these guys. Fortunately, I'm a little bit faster. Trapped him behind the door. Alright, come on. There we go. I could probably just hack and slash these guys apart on their own. Alright, this is getting really boring. Let's see. Just trying to jump this small gap, I swear. It shouldn't be that arduous. Alright, finally. A lot of these areas seem like they should be able to hold a secret door. Look at this random spike coming out of the wall. That looks so suspicious. I'll actually be pretty glad I'm finishing up this Dark Souls, because I didn't realize how much time it would take, actually, to do all these. Because normally I just play a game and I just play through. But to record and then clean and then upload, that actually adds... That like basically triples the amount of time that I'm invested in the game with now. Not to mention I'm trying to play a lot more carefully. Normally I play a little bit more recklessly as I just really take my time and explore every little nook and cranny, but I think that'd be really a bit boring. So, speeding up gameplay for the purpose of recording as well as just trying to upload regularly, all that's like, man, it's such a different change of pace. It's actually a really interesting experiment for me. I can see the appeal, though, why some people really like doing these sort of things. I think I might have just pause up on my next one, though. Take it at a slower pace, and just kind of do it intermediately. Not do it on everything that I'm playing, per se. Mostly games that I don't plan on doing recapitations for. Alright, so let's keep going. This guy's chewing on this guy over here. This kind of reminds me of the opening forest scene of Resident Evil 4, ironically, as we were just talking about Resident Evil. This happens to be one of my favorite series. When it comes to psychological horror, though, I think nothing is more iconic than probably Silent Hill. The original ones, that is, like 1 through 3. The ones that were actually made by Konami in Japan. Everything else afterwards made by this, that, and the other studio. And they were okay games, but they certainly weren't as strong as the previous Silent Hills. Not by a long shot. Nice. I have so many Ferris's Lockstones right now. I think I have like 9 or 10. I think it's because they chose not to blow them with those rats. Thankfully. Looks like these poison guys are mostly going to be the main enemy. And since I can pretty much get them in two... Or actually I can beat them in basically melee combat, provided they don't poison me. I am almost done on Poison Moss, which is not good. So I definitely need to keep it at a range with these guys. Okay, this is a pretty nice ruined circular area here. At least these giant broken statues aren't spitting poison at me. Kind of funny how game releases are coming out these days. January was kind of a slow month. February was a dead month, especially for RPGs. March right now, big month. There's lots of RPGs that came out. That's mostly what I'll be playing into April, because April is also going to be a dead month. Go figure. It seems that they're like overloading us with games and then having another month where there's no games, so they're kind of switching it off instead of just moderately pacing us. Let's see, there are 3 ways out of here. Left, right, and forward. Oh, hey, what's up with you?
Just wait, you dirty rat.
Oh, he's that prisoner that I helped set free.
Don't you scare me like that. I thought you were him. That bastard with the ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and set...
Okay, so you apparently must have been the guy with Pate, who Pate apparently betrayed. But I think you're also the missing brother of Lucatiel. Hearing you guys' story, I wonder if it's all going to resolve itself.
And for my own honor.
Either way, pretty nice of him to give me another checkpoint right here. I think I'm just going to start from the left and continue my way around. Just take these one by one. But yeah, it's a pretty dead month for April going forward. The only release that I'm looking forward to is, incidentally, an RPG, and that's going to be Conception 2, which I really look forward to. I was playing a demo of it the other day, and really enjoyed it, actually. I highly recommend it. It's a dungeon crawler, so if you're a fan of roguelikes, like, say, like Etrian Odyssey, or, you know, the Shin Megami Tensei series, if you've been playing those recently, over the past year, especially the 3DS, that's what it's coming out for, then I think you're going to be right in line with this. It'll be fantastic. It also is a lot more lighthearted And there's a collection as well as a combination aspect that kind of reminds me of a lot of the demon fusions from the Shin Megami series, as well as Pokemon, incidentally. So there's that sort of monster collection slash unit creation details that you see in so many strategy RPGs. And I like that layer of depth because it allows for experimentation as well as optimization. That's exactly what I like. I'm gonna definitely play it as soon as I get my hands on it, and as soon as I, kind of figure out the ins and outs and have my own spin on it, I'm definitely gonna put out a video and try to help other people optimize it and try to find their way through and figure out their own combinations. Just like I did for, Bravely Default and Fire Emblem. I love that sort of stuff. Otherwise, in between then, because that comes out in the middle of April, and until then, I'm going to finish this up, probably do a New Game Plus, but between then, I want to play Witch and the 100 Knight, because I know that's not necessarily a popular title, but there might still be some people out there that need a little bit of help figuring out its complexities of its combat system. The one thing about most Nippon-ichi games is that it's one of those easy to learn, hard to master, and I think I've mentioned this before, but the fact that there's always like layers of complexity that matter only if you're going to go in for the long run and really try to master the game and be super hardcore about it. Otherwise, if you're just playing casually, there's a way to just go through casually, just comfortably. And I think I want to help the comfortable casual crowd, if they're even going to indulge in that game, which most people won't. It's no Disgaea, though, that's for sure. Disgaea, I think, is arguably... First of all, I think it's Nippon-ichi's best, and I also think it's arguably one of the, if not the best, certainly my favorite strategy RPG. I love the level of complexity, I love the infinite gameplay, I love the unit creation, I love all of this. I love the characters, I love the art style. It's all great. Simply one of the best tactical strategy RPGs I've played. I love it. I think I must have sunk like 500 hours in that game when it first came out on the PlayStation 2. Alright, so it looks like the Flexile Sentry is now just a regular encounter now. Although, if I'm not mistaken, unless I've gotten that much stronger, he's a lot weaker than I remember him to be. Ooh, Twinkling Titanite, that is fantastic. Interesting, it looks like some pretty good gear. Let me see if that's that shield something I can use, though. It's more of a novelty shield. That's really not better than what I'm wearing. Yeah, it's not that great. Alright. Looks like it's pretty much a dead end with a small side path winding around. The Shrine of Winter. Interesting. Seek mightier souls. Okay, thanks, door. So clearly that's an area that I need to come back to once I have powerful souls, apparently. Let's see. That one guy mentioned Deeper Darkness, but this one mentioned Mightier Souls. I wonder if he just means the Primal Souls. Like, it probably is one of those where once I have enough, or maybe all the Primal Souls, I probably come back to that door. Alright, Shaded Woods. Alright, so that's the left path. Pretty short, pretty brief. Leads up to the next area, obviously, but probably only once I have enough souls of probably the primal ones, the big ones. Maybe enough boss souls, I'm not sure. There's also Souls of the Giants, which seem to be unique souls as well. So let me recharge here. Right here at the fork. And let's go straight this time. I'm actually kind of glad that there's a light release schedule in April, because that means I can focus a lot more on finishing up the Final Fantasy Recapitation series. My inspiration for that is pretty utilitarian. What I wanted to do was help a lot of people who either, one, didn't play the series, or two, played the series but these games came out so long ago, they either don't remember everything, or, and this is the more annoying one, sometimes you run into somebody who's like this, they remember they selectively remember parts of the game, which means that they don't remember all of it, and therefore the version they remember is either better or worse than what actually what's actually happened in the game. I notice that's very true for certain games. A lot of people either remember the best parts or they remember only the worst parts. They don't give it a balanced view or take everything in context. And so that's kind of the purpose behind my project, is to help both of those camps. Not to mention, if you just want to watch and take a walk down nostalgia lane, then fantastic. Ring required ahead. Alright. Oh yeah, it's just like that door in the Forest of the Fallen Giants. Yeah, Symbol of the King. Alright, so apparently there must be some King's Ring. Like a signet ring or something that probably I need to produce and open up these very big special doors. No problem. So that's door number 2 of that I've seen. And that's a pretty short path over there. Okay, so left and forward are good places to start. They lead to dead ends. Which means probably the next path is the right path. And unless that's also a dead end, then that's a very short trip in these shaded woods. It looks like my friend went away. Be wary of ghost, despair ahead. That is very foggy up ahead. Huh. Ghosts, huh? That certainly would be new. Whoa, suddenly extremely foggy. Okay, it is 0 visibility. Let's keep our shields up and let's hug a wall. Yeah, let's hug a wall and maybe cut through the center next time if we loop around. We're going to take this methodically. The best way to get lost would be to just run in the middle in any random direction. I'm going to hug a wall and at least protect one side. And then get my shield up in case anything attacks me from the side or behind. Times like this, you want to get your back up against the wall. Alright, oh, there's treasure over there. As well as a path splitting off over here. That's always nice. Alright. Let's see where this path splits off. Merchant ahead. To the right, treasure. Oh, nice. Ooh, very good treasure. Love them fire seeds. Head ahead. Oh, there is, isn't there? Oh, you can talk to the head.
Leave me be.
Oh, the head talks to you, too.
I like it.
That's cute. Head ahead.
Leave me be.
The merchant is ahead, apparently.
Business have you here, Shrub? You may call me
Vengarl.
If I deserve a name, 'tis rare to flap these go. Long ago, I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. I came to and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by.
Interesting, so he's been decapitated but still somehow alive.
Thinking of the finer things. Far, I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to, but I see visions.
Interesting.
My body wielding my sword.
So his headless body is apparently running around hacking and slashing thing on a murderous rampage.
Things. And
Good thing to know. Appreciate
if I can
that.
help you.
Decapitate. Makes sense.
I cannot lie.
Let's see if he gives me something. If I just keep talking to him.
Highness, but perhaps it's for... I was born in Feroza.
Feroza.
When I was born, eventually, I've been a cells. All I ever knew was war. What a I am grateful that such Why must... Thank you for lending it. Here, take thee.
Hey, thank you. Gave me his helmet. Appreciate
Go
that.
along.
And he sells... Oh, Magic Barrier looks good, but I already have one. Lightning stuff. Incredibly good arrows. That's cool. And giant greatswords, which deal a good amount of damage. That's something I certainly see as the two-handed greatsword build. I certainly see a lot of guys doing that. That certainly is a good helm. Better than what I'm wearing, that's for sure. Not as good as the Havel one, but still pretty good nonetheless. Does it have any special attributes to it, I wonder? Let's see, at least it doesn't have a strength requirement. No, I still need to wear... Once I'm able to put on all of Havel's at least base armor, then I'm going to switch over and upgrade my casting speed. So let's continue sticking to the left wall here. Oh, I saw some treasure. Alright, cool. Now let me run back before I lose my way. Head ahead. That's an interesting... The tree had a face on it. I don't think I want to get too close to that. Whoa, something just fired at me. But I don't see where it came from. I think I saw something. Bonfire ahead. I can't tell if that was another white phantom of another player, or if that is a ghost. Okay, this is leading onward and upward. Okay, bonfire. That's good. I appreciate a quick pause. Wow, these foggy mists, if there are ghosts in there, something definitely attacked me. I couldn't see it, so there are definitely invisible enemies running around. Where's that bonfire? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm definitely going to pause here and recharge myself and get back out there into the fog and continue exploring that foggy area first before moving on. It's clearly the next area. So I will catch you guys next time, and see ya.